Seller-paid pre-inspections, are they a good idea? Well, there are pros and cons from both the seller side and the buyer side. I've had a seller insist on getting a seller-paid pre-inspection so that she could fix everything that was wrong with the home, provide a good product to the buyer, and command a higher price. Sometimes this works and sometimes it doesn't. It depends on what the market dictates, of course. When a seller gets a pre-inspection, then of course they know most everything that's wrong with their home. If they can't fix everything, maybe because they don't have the time or the money, then they do have to disclose everything they found on the Form 17 disclosure. That can be a bit of an issue for some sellers, so maybe staying in the dark and not getting a seller-paid pre-inspection might be a good idea for some people. On the buyer's side, it is handy to be able to give a buyer's agent the pre-inspection. Now, does this mean that they're still going to get their own inspection? Well, I always recommend to my buyers that they get their own pre-inspection. There might have been something wrong with the previous inspection, but also, if we find anything wrong, we can detail that out on the inspection response and hopefully get a price reduction. There have often been hidden items that the sellers did not know about. A classic one might be mold in the attic, or maybe there's been some rodent activity down in the basement. Sometimes you might find a hole in the roof or a leak, faulty water heater. Let's see, what are some of the other things we found? The deck needs replacing. That would be, $5,000 to $10,000 off the price of the house. The water pressure sometimes is too high or too low, and that can be fixed before the end of the sale at closing. So there's all kinds of advantages and disadvantages to the seller paid pre-inspection and the buyer getting their own inspection.